Hi, I'm Samantha McDouglas from thebridgeteachers.com. Come look over my shoulder at a bidding problem. Let's take a moment and review the auction so far. Our partner opened 1 diamond, showing 12 or more points, and 3 or more diamonds. Our right-hand opponent doubled, should be a takeout double, showing shortness in diamonds, an opening hand or better, and support for the other 3 suits. The person who held our hand passed. I actually agree with this bid. I could make a case for bidding 1 spade. I could also make a case for bidding 2 diamonds. But I do agree with pass. I think pass is the correct bid here. Our left-hand opponent bid 1 heart. This is an answer to the takeout double, so it's probably a fairly minimum hand with hearts. Our partner bid 2 clubs, and our right-hand opponent bid 2 hearts. So, it is now our turn to bid. What would you bid? I would bid 3 diamonds. And the first thing I want to say to you is when you have a weak hand, the tendency is to kind of stop really thinking about things and just stop bidding. And the other thing is that a lot of times when people have a decision like they do on that very first bid of, okay, it went 1 diamond double, am I going to bid? Am I going to try and get in the opponent's way? Am I going to try and save my partner? What am I going to do? And you make the decision to pass. A lot of times what happens is people are, okay, I've passed, and so I'm just going to keep passing without really thinking about it. And obviously in bridge, we want to keep thinking about things. And you may find that even with a very minimum hand where you've passed 3 or 4 or 5 times, you may come to a point in the auction where actually it does become time to bid. So you never want to turn your brain off and just sit back and go, okay, when is this auction going to be over? I want to move on to the next hand, because my hand is boring, right? Even a boring hand has things that we can do with, and certainly we don't want to just drop out on partner. We want to be there for partner and help partner out. And so when we talk about bidding here, why would I bid? A lot of that comes from, well, what does partner's bid show? So 1 diamond's pretty innocuous, it doesn't say very much, but 2 clubs is a lot more illuminating. So what does 2 clubs tell us about the hand? So the first thing that 2 clubs tells us is the partner has 4 clubs. So when we bid a new suit after the initial bid, it's almost always 4 cards in length. So I would expect 4 clubs from partner. And what this does is it changes my expectation on the length of the diamond suit. So knowing that partner has 4 clubs, how many diamonds do we think they have? I would say 5. So yes, if partner is 4-4 in the minors, partner will open a diamond, absolutely. But it's very unusual when partner's 4-4 in the minors for partner to then, having opened a diamond, rebid the club suit. And you know, there are a lot of factors here too. We have a lot of length in spades, so partner probably doesn't have length in spades, and the opponents have length in hearts, and partner probably has a couple of hearts, but really partner has a minor suit-oriented hand. In this auction, I really would not fault you if you bid 2 diamonds over the double. I think there's a lot of merit to that, but I do prefer pass because partner may only have 3 diamonds. When partner tells us that it's 5 diamonds, it changes so much. We also have a lot of information about the hand because now hearts have been bid and raised. So what we know about the hand is the partner is at least 5-4 in the minors, if not longer. And that means that we have a 9-card, at least, diamond fit and at least 7-card club fit. And it could be that we have a 9-card diamond fit and an 8-card club fit. And the more suits that you have a fit in with your partner, the more powerful the hand is. We are short in the opponent's suit. So a minute ago, we didn't know what was going on in hearts. We weren't really adjusting upwards in strength for the heart singleton because it's possible that the opponents had a spade fit and partner had hearts. But when the opponents find hearts, when our left-hand opponent bids hearts and our right-hand opponent raises hearts, now the heart singleton becomes useful. It becomes very useful. And not only is it useful, we have 9 trump with which to make use of that. And either partner is short in spades, which I think is likely given the auction, in which case our jack of clubs is really useful and our singleton heart is really useful and our four diamonds are really useful. Or if partner has spades, we can actually create side tricks with the spade suit. So as the auction changes, you need to listen to it, you need to pay attention to it, and you need to adjust your hand. And the things that really pop for me is my heart singleton becomes a lot more useful. The jack of clubs becomes a lot more useful. This is probably a useful card to partner. Partner has 4 clubs, so we have at least 7. We're bringing at least an honor to the table. Obviously, it'd be nicer if it were a better honor, but we're at least bringing the jack to the table. And then, of course, the 9-card diamond fit. So for all of those reasons, I'm going to bid 3 diamonds, and there is one more reason. When you're in a competitive auction where both sides are bidding, you don't want to sell out too low. You don't want to give them the ability to play at a low level and make a contract when you could force them higher. And there are a couple of things that happen when we bid 3 diamonds. The first thing that could happen is we could make 3 diamonds. And obviously us making 3 diamonds and getting 110 points for making 3 diamonds is going to be better than letting the opponents bid 2 hearts and get 110 points for bidding and making 2 hearts. So it's actually a 220 point difference. It's the difference between us getting 110 or us losing 110. The other thing is we may bid 3 diamonds and the opponents may bid over us and now they may go down and we may collect points. So you don't, a lot of times if the contract is below 2 no trump, you want to stop and go, can I bid? Can I find any excuse or any reason to bid with this hand? And in this case, absolutely. And especially given the fact that we are non-vulnerable, you can see here with the north and the south that we are white and the opponents are red. This gives us a little bit more freedom because if we bid 3 diamonds and it goes down, it's only 50 per trick. Even if they double us and we go down 1, it's only 100. And I think given the way the hand looks from what I can see here and partner's choice to compete over 1 heart, even with a double behind them, I feel like we're probably making 3 diamonds and at worst we're going down 1. So this is going to be a really good bid. So we're going to go ahead and bid it. And let's say that the opponents would pass. Let's look at the hand. So we can see that, yes, partner is short in spades. Our heart singleton is really nice for partner because it means that they're able to get rid of their heart losers. The jack of clubs, again, very useful clubs. So in practice on this hand, assuming partner gets the diamonds correct, which partner may or may not, partner will not lose any diamonds, 1 spade, no hearts, and 2 clubs. So partner should be making this contract. And you never know what the defense is going to do. East may choose to lead a diamond, in which case that will solve the diamond problem for partner. They may lead a heart, making the queen of hearts good. There are a lot of different things they can do here. Even leading clubs is somewhat useful on this hand. So the moral of the story here is you really want to compete and you want to adjust your view of the hand as the auction goes on. Has the auction that has occurred improved my hand or has it lessened my hand? And in this particular case, the auction has really dramatically improved our hand, so much to this point that we're going to bid at the 3 level. And another thing we want to think about is 3 diamonds forcing or non-forcing? So when we bid 3 diamonds, is partner able to pass? Yes, it's non-forcing because it's a suit that's already been bid, because we limited our hand by passing 1 diamond. All of these reasons, 3 diamonds is non-forcing. So very comfortable bidding here. We're not showing a lot of strength. Partner already knows we have a weak hand. We're just competing. This hand was played by several tables and 2 hearts made. At this table and at a bunch of other tables, 3 hearts, generally speaking, went down, and 3 diamonds or even 4 diamonds sometimes made. So you can see here, if you let them play 2 hearts and you let them collect that 110 points when you could be collecting 110 or 130, that's going to be very bad for you. And the score letting 2 hearts play was very bad. So even though we have a 4-point hand and we passed initially, don't be afraid to come in and bid. The auction changes how we feel about this hand dramatically as it unfolds. A lot of really good things happen that improve how we view the hand. Also, we don't want to just let the opponents play a low-level contract without giving them just a little bit of a push, and we have a little bit more freedom here to do this with the vulnerability and what partner has communicated about their hand. Thank you.